Good evening. This is the Town of Barnstable Waterways Committee meeting for July the 25th, 2023. All members of the Waterways Committee are present. We have Peter Cross, Greg Egan, Todd Wolantis, Gary Shremick, and myself, Paul Everson, along with, for the Town of Barnstable, the mooring officer, Jay Horn, and the administrative assistant, Pam Swider-Cohen. Before we get the meeting going, I have to advise that this meeting is being recorded on Channel 18 and broadcast on Channel 18. In accordance with Mass General Law 30A, Section 20, I must inquire whether anyone is taping this meeting and to please make their presence known if so. Okay, hearing none, we'll go to the acting on the minutes from June 27th, 2023. Has everybody got a chance to review those? And if so, I'll entertain a motion to accept as written.
So moved.
All right,
Second.
thank you, Peter and Todd. First up, we have a notice of intent, Charles M. and Janet M. Daly, 280 North Bay Road in Osterville, map 72, parcel 7. Applicants propose to repair or replace an existing permitted timber bulkhead. The repair or replacement of the wall will require water transport of the supplies and potentially 2 barges to transport the small excavator machine, water pump, and hand tools. This would need to make access to the north of the existing aquaculture grant. It was July 18th agenda for Conservation Commission hearing on that. Jay, do we, first of all, do we have an engineer present for the project? Okay, not hearing anybody. I believe it's Sullivan Engineering that's representing this project. Jay, do we have any background as far as, I know it was, relatively close to July 18th, but do we have any information as to who owns that grant and any conversation about that?
I've reached out to Amy Courteau, who's the head of natural resource. She hasn't gotten back to me. I believe it's Katuitt Oyster Company, because I know he owns other areas besides the one right in front of his facility, but I'm not 100% positive on that, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thanks. I believe, yeah, okay, let me just zoom out on that. Okay. Well, obviously, whoever the contractor would have to take care and due diligence as to not, depending on the time of year when this is done, whether it's the floating bags or stuff on the bottom, But obviously, I'm familiar with that area, and it is a fairly large steep bank to get down there, so it makes sense that they would come in from the water side.
I can tell you that if the committee were to approve it tonight, I will make sure that Amy Courteau knows about this before it goes to conservation. And I'm sure whoever owns that grant will have a chance to speak on it when it's, reviewed by them.
Right. My input would be that basically it's very much not a navigation thing. As far as the Waterways Committee is concerned, it's a shoreside replacement of a wall and a bulkhead. It's just the access to and from would kind of have our, I'm sure that's why also, we're talking about this. I would put a stipulation in that, that the Conservation and Natural Resources Department and the grant owner work out something or an understanding with the contractor, if it's approved, to mitigate any damage or or anything like that with the shellfish grant. Comments from other members?
I guess the only thing that I'd have a question for is there a proposed timeline? When are they suggesting this work?
That's a good question, and we had an engineer. I think we could probably have that answer.
I talked to Harbor Master Taylor about this, and we're gonna request that the work be done in the off season. We don't want to see any barges out there during the summer, even September. You know, we're gonna push this thing back until the end of October, November, or very early spring, but we don't want to see any of this construction, that type of navigation going on in the summer.
That's exactly what I was just trying to impress upon. So you guys are way ahead of us.
Well, we could always take this and continue it till August when we have a engineer present to answer our concerns and questions. What's everybody's feeling on that?
Good idea.
I agree.
I agree. I wonder what they're gonna do with the material they remove, how they're gonna transport that.
Probably have to come back out the same way it goes in.
Yep. Okay.
Over it. So, all right. I'll entertain a motion that we continue this to next meeting.
It's a
So
fairly large
moved.
bulkhead too, Mr. Chairman. It's 165 feet long.
The bulkhead is 165. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
do that.
That's a proposed plan.
Yeah, we might as well just continue it and, as I said, get an engineer to answer our concerns and questions. So who made that motion?
I did, Mr.
Okay.
Chairman. Todd.
Thanks. Yep.
Second,
Peter, thank you.
second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 All right, that's unanimous. Okay, we have no mooring appeals. Tell me that's 2 months in a row now. That's awesome. Okay. I guess we'll just go to the old business here. Mooring regulations.
Yeah, we're keeping this on the burner just to keep it warm, Mr. Chairman. I believe we
Yep.
set a date for a workshop towards the end of September. Maybe
Correct.
for September 26th.
September 26th at 6:30 PM, half hour before our regular meeting at 7.
And by next meeting, Harbor Master Taylor will have the marina fees for you guys to review, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, yeah. So we'll bundle those two together, the mooring regulations and the marina fees. And we'll be discussing that, I'm sure, not only on the 26th, but if there's any other information on it at the next meeting, then we can certainly address it then. New business, we have a mooring servicer applicant, Cape Cod Anchorage LLC, Will Ostrom, 11 Ostrom Road in East Falmouth. Okay, Mr. Deputy.
Yes, sir. This gentleman applied to become a licensed mooring servicer in the town of Barnstable. We got 3 references from him. They all checked out extremely well. He was well spoken about. So the committee needs to vote on whether or not we would allow him to be a licensed mooring servicer here in the town. I can tell you that a lot of my servicers right now are not taking on any new customers, and some of them seem to be kind of phasing out with the moorings that they inspect. So this office believes there's room for another servicer for sure in the town.
Okay, thank you. Would he be primarily south side or south and north?
That I don't know. Once they get approved and they're voted on, then what they do is give us the locations that they're willing to service afterwards.
Okay. All right. Comments or questions from members?
I move we approve this application.
Okay, on, Peter, second on that?
I second it.
All
Gary,
right, Gary, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 This
Okay,
is Greg, I'll just abstain.
okay, Greg, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on, we have no correspondence. Harbor Master report.
Yeah, well, it's summertime and we're in full swing. We hired a new assistant harbor master. His name is Tyler McKay. He will be overseeing the pump out program for us. Nice kid, young kid, comes from another harbor master department where he worked as a seasonal. So he's got a lot of experience and we're really hoping that it works out with him. The mooring offerings are going very well. We're currently at 2,503 permits, which puts us right on par with last year. I think I've moved just over 100 people off of the wait list so far this year. So we're all excited about that. Our boats are running well. We've been maintaining our patrol schedules. And I just wanted to shamelessly plug the 2 new transient moorings we have in Hyannisport. So currently we have the ability to moor a 55-foot boat and a 40-foot boat in the Hyannisport mooring field. That's all I got for you guys.
Okay, thank you. How's that been, activity on those moorings? Is it
Really
kind of
well. Our other areas like Katuitt, Lewis Bay are booked out every week. Hyannisport, we have had some business, but the problem is people don't know about them at first. So it takes a couple of years for them to get going.
Sure, yep, understandable, yep,
Yeah.
no, that's good.
Paul, I just had a quick question. This is Greg. Is Tyler McKay, the assistant harbor master, is that a year-round position?
It's a full-time position. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Is that a new position or are we replacing someone or is it a new position?
Yeah, we're replacing somebody. We had Kevin Adley for about a year. He was great. He did a good job for us, but he went on to become an EMT and wants to work for the fire department. So he left several months ago. We've been interviewing people, really taking our time to try to find the right candidate. And Tyler's going to be replacing his position. So as it looks for the entire department, Harbor Master Taylor, Deputy Harbor Master Horn, myself, and then we have 2 assistants that are full-time now.
Great, thank you.
No, thanks for that update. Okay, well, that's the end of the agenda. Anybody, any of the members have anything else they would like to bring up? And hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, guys.
Buddy,
Thank you. Have a great remainder of the summer, everyone.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys.
yep, see everybody in August.